First at 5, so we already know how bad the traffic is in Atlanta in the first place. Well, this weekend, the roads packed with vacationers heading out or into town for the Memorial Day holiday weekend. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Faith Jesse.
And I'm Savannah Levins in for Jennifer Bellamy tonight. And today is one of the busiest days. Today actually is the busiest day on the roads and in the skies.
Oh yeah, AAA expects over the long weekend, 3.5 million people will fly somewhere, making it potentially the busiest Memorial Day weekend at airports since 2005. And over 37 million people are taking a road trip somewhere.
We have team coverage tonight. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson is keeping an eye on that all-important forecast. Brittany Kleinpeter is over at the airport. But let's start with Joe Ripley, who is live on the roads right now. Joe, braving the thick of traffic right now. How's it looking?
Something like that. Yes, you can combine Friday rush hour with, as you mentioned, the busiest travel day of the year, and it will make for some heavy congestion. Just to give you an idea of what we're talking about, take a look at this congestion, this gridlock happening on the connector. We're heading southbound towards the airport. I'm not sure how smart of an idea that is today with all these other drivers, hundreds of them heading the very same way. GDOT expecting you'll see the most traffic for this Memorial Day weekend today. GDOT also predicting traffic could be lighter on I-85 at the South Carolina and Alabama state lines, along with I-20 if you're heading over to Alabama. If you're staying in Metro Atlanta, though, do expect heavy congestion well into tomorrow, Saturday, with a smoother ride Sunday and Monday, according to GDOT. It says it's suspending lane closures as well and road repairs this weekend, so that could help. A reminder, though, to be aware on the roads. Do not drive distracted or impaired, and move over for first responders and emergency vehicles. We do have a lot of events happening in Atlanta this weekend. You've got the Jazz Festival, MomoCon, Caribbean Carnival. Ed Sheeran is in town tonight playing at the Benz, all in Atlanta this weekend, so do expect to run into a few delays if you got some place to go. Make sure you give yourself some time to get there. Ahead at 6, you're going to hear from drivers how they expect this Memorial Day weekend to go as it concerns traffic.
Yeah, Joe, want people to be patient and be safe, of course. Thank you. Right now, let's take a live look at the world's busiest airport, where millions of travelers are expected to fly out of this weekend. TSA says Thursday they processed the highest number of travelers since Thanksgiving of 2019. So just imagine what it's going to be like today. 11 Alive's Brittany Kleinpeter takes a look at what you need to know before heading to Hartsfield-Jackson.
Good morning, good morning.
More than 350,000 people are expected to pass through security today.
Pretty hectic.
That seems to be the best word to describe the travel experience.
Yes, sir. Come on in, guys. Come on in.
As always, airport officials are telling travelers to plan ahead and get there early, and many are heeding that advice.
I got here 2.5 hours early because I figured it was going to be really long line, so I'm going to be just relaxed and having a little lunch.
Airport officials are also encouraging travelers to check parking options and to understand much of the parking is under construction.
It's very unorganized,
which travelers say is confusing.
I kind of got turned around a little bit because everybody's directing everybody.
And frustrating.
Now we got to go back in and go all the way around and then come around just to get to our...
We're walking in one of the designated pathways through the north parking deck, and we've been talking to travelers after travelers making their way through here. They say that it's just so confusing to find their way back to their parked vehicle.
It shouldn't be here. This parking lot should be somewhere off base. It's terrible.
Portions of the north parking deck are being shut down as a part of a years-long project to reinforce and eventually replace both the south and north domestic terminal's aging parking decks. Officials have marked pathways for travelers to guide them through the construction, but add travelers should also consider taking MARTA or parking at ATL West. You can also reserve a parking spot ahead of time on the airport's website.
The best traveler is a well-informed traveler. Go to the website, atl.com, learn all about where you're going to park, figure out where you're going to go for the concessionaire. Once you're going through, you'll know exactly where to go and what to do.
Reporting from Hartsfield-Jackson, Brittany Kleinpeter, 11 Alive News.
Now, a silver lining is that at least it's not raining like in other parts of the country. It's been a sunny start to the long weekend. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson in for Chris Holcomb tonight. And is this sunny weather, Andrew, going to stick around for us?
Well, Savannah, unfortunately not all weekend. We are going to have some chances for rain as we head throughout the weekend, but at least as we're getting everything started here for the Memorial Day weekend, everything is quiet out there. Looking outside, we have a lot of sunshine down towards Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. You see no delays out there at the airport. We've been watching a few aircraft going up and down the runway here. Looking towards downtown, beautiful there, and then out towards Decatur, always stunning. All that blue sky overhead. It is nice to have the quiet weather out there, at least for right now. You're not seeing anything in the way of rainfall here for a majority of North Georgia, with the exception of up towards Fannin and Gilmer counties. We do have a few brief showers that are passing through there into far northwest Georgia, but that's about it. Now, further off to our east and southeast, you see a lot of shower activity here. This is going to be building off towards the north and then into the northwest. We have an area of low pressure that we're keeping a close eye on that is going to be bringing a lot of rainfall mainly for our South Carolina and North Carolina neighbors, but still going to be bringing us a little bit of rainfall too, even for Saturday and heading into Sunday. Again, that area of low pressure kind of pushes off towards the north and west. The main rain threat is going to be closer on towards the South Carolina border, where we have a 70% chance for rain here, 40% chance for rain closer on towards Gainesville and Athens. It's going to be a good weekend to have the 11 Alive app so you can watch that radar. For tonight, mostly clear, but again, more cloud cover this weekend. We'll talk more about these rain chances coming up.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. And for all things travel related this Memorial Day weekend, just text the word travel to the number that is right here on your screen. It's 404-885-7600. You do that and we'll send you a link with everything you need to know.